Meanwhile, the White House arguing that insurance mandate, say what you will of it, will keep costs to taxpayers down. My next guest says try focusing on the costs that have already gone way up. Republican senator, but also a doctor. John Barrasso joins us right now. Senator, I guess they were arguing everyone pays this coverage. For this coverage, premiums can't help but go down. Premiums have been going up. They're arguing they're going up because not everyone's paying in. You're arguing they're going up because of the monstrosity to come, essentially, right?
Yes, Neil, I was in the courtroom today. It is the main event in the health care debate. And what I see, because of all the mandates, the cost of care is going up faster than if the health care law hadn't been passed at all. And you showed some of that New York Times survey. When they ask people if things were better or worse with a health care law, they're saying it's going to be worse. They say, are you going to end up paying more or less with a health care law? Overwhelmingly, people say they're going to be paying more. And when you ask about the quality of care that they're going to receive, the more people believe they're going to get worse care than believe they're going to get better care. So all in all, this is bad for patients and bad for the providers who take care of those patients and terrible for taxpayers.
What they have said, Senator, and this may harken back to your role as a doctor as well, is that if this thing goes down in flames, let's say in June they vote to slap down the mandate issue, effectively killing it. That's my read, but I could be very wrong. Democrats could come back and say, well, Republicans stopped something that was going to benefit most Americans. How are you going to deal with that?
Well, I don't think this is going to benefit most Americans, and most Americans don't believe that it's going to benefit them. And I do hope that the Supreme Court does strike all of this health care law. That same poll that you showed, Neil, only 24% of Americans said they should uphold all of the health care law. The government doesn't have a right to come into our homes and mandate that we have to buy a product.
Well,
That's
is it your sense, Senator,
health care law?
Is it your sense then, sir, that if this mandate provision is slapped down by the court, that effectively the health care law itself is slapped down? Or could it kind of live on in sort of like a Frankenstein kind of role here?
Well, you know, that's the debate tomorrow. They're going to have 2 hours of discussion in the Supreme Court tomorrow. Part of it on if the mandate falls, which I believe it should the entire health care law fall, and I believe that should as well. They're going to discuss that. They're also going to be debating in front of the Supreme Court Medicaid, the mandate from Washington that tells all of these states they have to spend all of this money adding new people onto the Medicaid rolls, something that is going to bankrupt many states. It's the mother, as they say, of all unfunded mandates.
All right. We'll watch closely, Senator. Thank you again.
Hey, Neil, thanks for having me.